What's up, dudes and dudettes? Fightin'Flix has been around for a couple of months now, and I must say that you guys have been so cool coming back for more Cobra Kai speculation and other news in the world of action movies. This week, I want to give you my top 5 of best movie franchises of all time. What's my criteria? Easy. 1, it has to be an action film. And 2, it needs to have that multiple viewing quality, something I can watch over and over and over again. So let's start with my 5 honorable mentions. First off, Starship Troopers. Sure, the straight-to-DVD sequels are unwatchable, but the original film is so good that it's not even funny. Paul Verhoeven pulled it off. Why is it not in the top 5 then? Simply because the title of this YouTube video is Top 5 of Movie Franchises, and this one's a one-off. It's all about the original flick. Next one, Universal Soldier. Jean-Claude Van Damme and Dolph Lundgren in Roland Emmerich's best film, in my opinion. Sure, it's a huge guilty pleasure, which explains why it's not on the list. Next honorable mention, the MCU. Alright, I'm going to get knocked out on this one. I can already hear you scream, and I'm in France while you're in your command centers. Or your mom's basement. Okay, the films do have the best continuity and all. I mean, there's no debate there. Congrats to Mr. Kevin Feige. It's just that it feels like a giant deluxe TV show, and that's the thing. It doesn't have multiple viewing potential, well, in my opinion. Once is enough. I never feel like revisiting these films. Next honorable mention, Jack Ryan. Look, Hunt for Red October is a perfect film, period. I love the Harrison Ford ones and even have a soft spot for Shadow Recruits. Sure, the Amazon TV show's first season was underwhelming, but have you seen the trailer for season 2? I'll always be a Jack Ryan kind of guy, rather than Bond, Bourne, or Hunt. Final honorable mention before we get to my number 5. Rocky. Why isn't that in my top 5 then? Well, you'll see, but basically, Rocky's little cousin stole the show and happens to be in my top 5. And I couldn't have too many from the same family. You know, I mean, we're not in Tennessee, guys. And we now get to my number 5 of best movie franchises of all time. At number 5, Star Trek. Look, just because Wrath of Khan, First Contact, and Star Trek 2009 happened to be masterpieces in the science fiction genre, if it wasn't for J.J. Abrams' version, it wouldn't even register as a Fightin'Flix. But gosh, he is so good at resurrecting franchises. Can't wait for Tarantino's version now. At number 4, Batman. And I'm not talking about Christopher Nolan's films, I'm talking about Tim Burton's. I just can't get enough of Batman's costume, Michael Keaton's somber take on the character, and his fighting moves. Oh, his fighting moves. A bit stiff, but still so good. And I almost forgot Danny Elfman. Thank you, sir, for the most iconic score of all time, in my opinion. At number 3, after Trek, Wars. The name is Wars. Star Wars. Shaken, not stirred. Look, I don't think the 3 trilogies will form a harmonious and consistent saga when all 9 episodes can be watched back to back. It will always look like old school 70s original trilogy, blue screen prequel trilogy, and Kathleen Kennedy trying way too hard for her sequel trilogy. But still, it's Star Wars. And for Aya Sekura and Ahsoka Tano alone, it deserves to be number 3, alright? At number 2, Fast and Furious. Look, who would have thought when the first one came out, this sort of Point Break ripoff, that it would become one of the top grossing franchises of all time? 2 was mediocre, 3 was quite random, and then came the 4th one, which united all movies through great writing skills and genius continuity. The Han's story arc, anyone? And the rest was history. 5 was better than 4, 6 better than 5, so on and so forth. I even loved Hobbs and Shaw. I saw it on IMAX. This movie was dope. Not enough Roman Reigns, but hey, next time perhaps. And at number 1, no surprise if you know this channel and my signature signing off sentence at the end. Yes, Rocky's little cousin from the same John G. Avildsen. The Karate Kid saga sits at number 1 on the throne, and thanks to the insanely good YouTube series that made me want to start my own channel in the first place, Cobra Kai. Look, I'm not going to explain why it's the best. You can just watch all the previous episodes if you want to get my reasoning. For me, it simply does not get any better than Cobra Kai. Thank you, YouTube originals. I cannot wait for Cobra Kai Season 3 and Cobra Kai the movie. That's it. That's my top 5. Give it to me, baby. Yeah, I'm not giving up my day job for that. Let's discuss in the comments below, and until next time, dudes and dudettes, live long and strike first. Kirk out.